Hi, it's Matthew Dixon. I'm bicycling across Canada for mental health. I've made it to Trois-Rivières. Well, it's actually back that way a little bit. This is the St. Lawrence River, and there's my bike, and I'm headed that way down Route 132, headed east, and I plan to stay on that for quite a while. Planning to go to Quebec City tonight, and a longer day, 140, 150 kilometers. So yeah, I started biking at noon, which is a start for me to getting out earlier, although some would say noon is darn late. That's the best I could do. Anyway, I stopped at Subway this morning. Thanks, Rihanna Niles, for giving me a Subway gift card. Much appreciated. And anyway, that was my dinner from last night. I stayed in a hotel last night in Nicolet. I just sneaked into by dark into Nicolet. It was just starting to get a bit too dark for biking without lights. And anyway, it was a bit further to the campground, another 6 or 7 kilometers, and I didn't feel like biking it in the dark. And there's this hotel, the only hotel in Nicolet apparently, according to Google. So I stayed in it last night, and I charged up my battery pack, and yeah, so I should have stayed in the campground. I was feeling bad about that. I thought, Matthew, you should go to the campground, save some money instead of a hotel. It was nice to be pampered. Okay, I'll just say it. When I was a kid, I thought camping was great, or when I was youthful, even with 20s, 30s, 40s, and for some reason I'm not enjoying it as much. And I'm like, Matthew, come on. You used to like camping. I still do like aspects of it. I guess it's still neat. I must admit it is neat. I guess sleeping with bears and coyotes or wolves howling. It when I'm in a little tent that an animal like that could rip apart like Kleenex, I'm thinking I yearn for thick walls. Sleeping in lightning storms, don't like it in a tent. Waking up when it's like really humid outside and you're just sweaty because there's no moisture control in a tent. But I do really enjoy sleeping on the ground. There are aspects of it I do enjoy. Maybe I'm just focusing on the negative. So we'll see. But maybe that was an added incentive to go to a campground tonight or last night. Anywho, planning to stay in more campgrounds along the way to save some money. I can't stay in hotels. The whole time I was feeling bad for people who've donated. It's just like, plus it's just that hotels are so expensive these days. In the old days, you could get a hotel for what, $50 or $60 or something in a cheap motel. I'm not fussy about motels. Cheap is fine with me. Anyway, I'm going to keep biking here, and it's a longer day, and I should get in before dark. Here's hoping. And yeah, thanks so much. There's been some larger donations come in lately. You know who you are. I haven't responded to you yet. I said in a post recently that sometimes if I don't respond to a comment or a donation, I respond to most of them. Sometimes some comments, or sometimes the larger donations, I'm just left speechless. I'm like, I don't know what to say. Plus I enjoy writing, and when I write, I try to do a good job of writing, and I honestly just don't know what to say. It's to try to construct words to say thank you for all of this. It can be tough sometimes. The shorter comments are easier, so anyway, if I haven't responded to you, I see almost everything that comes in, comments and whatnot. Sometimes something might escape me in the cyber digital world. It doesn't get in front of me somehow, but I read everything that comes in front of me and see everything. So just thank you so much to everybody for allowing me to do this, and looking forward to my book, which I'm planning to start writing in September. I want to get a copy out into the marketplace as soon as possible, even if it's for free. Like with Google Photos, you can make your own book. Google Photos says you can't charge people for the book, but you can give them away as gifts. There's a book called The Self-Made Billionaire Effect, and the authors say that billionaires get a working prototype out into the marketplace as soon as possible and get real world feedback. Where the multimillionaires, they will make a product in research and development for a year or two getting lab feedback. So I'd like to get my book out as soon as possible and just get feedback on it, even if it's just for free. Someone said some very popular books can often be ones that were originally sold out of the author's cars. They simply were so passionate about the book, they just wanted people to have it, even if it wasn't a bestseller or making much money. And I believe that I feel that way about what I have been writing in my posts. I enjoy writing them, and I think maybe it could help somebody out there with schizophrenia or anything in life. I'd want to add some material to the book with talking about, inspiring people to bike across Canada, giving a bit of the ins and outs of what it's like, trying to take away some of the unknown about it, trying to encourage people to do something like that, and just talk about schizophrenia and some other additional material to add to my posts. So excited about that, and every day as I get closer, it's just, wow, this trip is wrapping up. And it wraps up quickly. It does. I know from the last time I did it, it wraps up quickly. I'll be entering New Brunswick in, I'm going to Quebec, then Rivière well, and then Lac Baker, New Brunswick, Lac Baker or Edmundston, I'm not sure which. And I'll be in Nouveau-Brunswick. So I've got some events planned. I just made a post about it this morning on Facebook, and reach out to Amy Burns of the Schizophrenia Society of New Brunswick if you want to know more about those. We'll be posting more about those as time goes on. Follow me or the Schizophrenia Society of New Brunswick. She'll be posting some more on their page, I believe. So, and this is all fundraisers. In New Brunswick, it's for the donations can go to the Schizophrenia Society of New Brunswick if you'd like. So yeah, looking forward to meeting people and having some events. I tried to put on events as best I could. I got one in Luceland, Saskatchewan. One in Collingwood was cancelled. That's the best it seems I could do. But I'm focusing on me with schizophrenia biking across Canada, and the fact that I've gone this far, and that's a feather in my cap. Can you see a feather there? Is there a feather? Anyway, I'll hit the road here. Thanks so much, everybody. Go to mindaid.ca to learn more how you can donate and help people with mental illness, people with schizophrenia. So yeah, thanks, and talk to you later.